What I have here is a wasabi plant known as green gold, because this, in the shops, would cost you £52, and that's the same as half a ton of carrots. Wasabi is not easy to grow, though. It needs a supply of fast-flowing water that's exactly the right temperature and has exactly the right pH level. And once I'd found a stream that fitted the bill, I had to build a bed, which meant I needed a machine. Single-cylinder engine, 0.16 litres, top speed 3. I'm going to call it the James May. I've now planted about 100 wasabi plants. If they all survive, that's, well, £5,000 for the roots and then another 1,000 for the leaves, probably. And that is more than you'll get from, well, hundreds of acres of wheat. This is where the money is. I then broke off from farm shop jobs because Charlie had been badgering me about my farm equipment being left out in the open. So I took some anti-theft measures with my newly appointed head of security, Gerald, the drystone waller. Told you I could carry it.
You wait, you ain't got a lot of land yet. You can lift 10 ton to come in it.
Jesus Christ. Come on, you bastard.
No, it's something new last night. Yeah, we know we are, mate. Well, I could get in the game. Yeah, 5 o'clock normally on a Friday.
Right.
Who's going to cut them up to?
That'll do.
The thing is, I don't know the youngest side, but they didn't buy the loader, that was all. Well, supposedly. We going to know that one then, Friday next then.
Oh, yeah. Right. Listen, 20 to 6.
All right.
Before they send a search party out from the Checkers, you should get down there. Lovely to see you again. Thanks for your
help.
help.
All right, mate. So I should be as well. Hopefully, when the new subject, like in a better week's time, I've got to do some good, probably, won't you, on the programme?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
So, my equipment was now secure. I would soon have stuff to sell in the shop, and planning permission was due any day. All was going well, until, that is... What? I got some bad news from the council. The village has objected to my, farm shop plan for the following reasons.
The complaints are simply about the risk of changing the village, the risk of damaging the village shops.
It's a little old-fashioned village.
People generally are not that keen.
People are a bit bemused with the situation, and we never know what Jeremy's going to do next.
I mean, he blew up his house. Dogs barked and people thought the end of the world had come.
Charlie quickly emailed to explain how I should deal with the objections. Whilst it does not read well on first inspection, I have addressed the concerns already through the submission of a business plan. What is a business plan? Business plan examples. Right. Customers' priorities and needs, routes to market, products, services and propositions, sales values and margins, a strategic action plan, well, I'm going to be a week. Having typed in every phrase I'd ever heard on The Apprentice, I submitted a business plan, and amazingly, it worked. Because shortly afterwards, planning permission was granted.
Just tip that out there, Brad. Get that locked, everything down the bottom.
This meant Alan could finally start building.
Just tip it up there, just tip it. And I'll get the digger to move it. Get the barrels out of the way now.
But he was now a week behind schedule, which was a week the potatoes didn't have. And then, to make matters worse, an old enemy returned. Holy cow. How can you build anything in these conditions? Have you ever known it wetter here?
No, never. We're all going to end up with trench foot before the end of the week.
No, the problem I've got is I've got tons of potatoes, but they're not going to last forever. So, how long?
How long? If the weather breaks, maybe 8 weeks.
No, it can't be. The rain fell non-stop for days. And when it finally eased up, this is what the shop's foundations look like. This is 3 weeks ago I dug the footings out for the shop. And that's what's happened. I'm surprised the Environment Agency isn't here saying I've got an illegal trout lake. Planning permission's through, and we get the heaviest rainfall recorded since the last heaviest rainfall. Does anything go right in farming? With the build schedule now in tatters, the priority was to preserve the life of the potatoes. They'd have to be dug up and stored, which meant I'd need a machine. And in this part of the world where no one grows spuds, finding one proved to be tricky. But, much to Caleb's delight, I managed it.
It's like a rust bucket. I mean, bloody hell. Tyres old and flat. These need unseizing. I'm gonna have to heat these up. That needs re-greasing. Look, that's old grease, that. And all green and manky. This thing is a piece of crap.
Eventually, though, he stopped moaning and got it working. And with some local kids helping out, the slow, back-breaking work began.
Right, we're done. From the top of the field down to here, in what, probably 4 hours? We've got all that to do.
And we needed to get a move on.
One there, look, this one's gone black. Yeah, that one's gone black and a bit squidgy.
In the end, though, the workers saved 16 tons of potatoes, and apart from a few which my head of security needed, we got them all into a cool, dark storage barn. This bought me some time to start work on my next farm shop enterprise.
How many chickens are you gonna get?
60 eggs. So we're gonna call them not free-range chickens, gonna call them good exercise chickens. That's what they call them in Vietnam. And it's better, I think, than free-range.
Yeah, I like that.
My plan is to build a range of little chicken huts along this side of the wood. So actually starting about here, yeah?
Yeah.
So you can get the eggs from this side, but the chickens can exit on that side to run around in the wood.
But we got to re-fence this. We got to put chicken wire around the outside.
How can a fox get in there?
Oh, it's a fox. Guarantee a fox will get in there in the best part of 20 minutes.
And how high is the fence going to have to be?
6 foot, like this.
Eventually, though, Jurassic Park was finished. And then it was time to install the hen houses that Lisa had ordered.
It's good, right?
Well, they'd blend if we were in Cambersand or Tobermory.
Well, it was this or Pebbledash.
And I've got the birds.
Hey.
60 purebred Burford Browns.
Okay, so let's work this out. So we can put 20 in there, 12, that's 20, 30, 40, 50, 3, 8, 7 at the end.
I literally wasn't listening.
Okay, I got it.
Clearly, though, the hens weren't thrilled at the prospect of living in Legoland.
These are Friskies. Sorry.
Ooh.
Jeremy, seriously, you're not going to do this without food?
Yes, we are.
How?
Because, watch this, I am a bird whisperer. Oh, you're pecky, bitey. No, this is how you deal with it, OK? This is an important lesson. You've got to pretend you're not interested. Casually coming along, looking the other way, and then at the last minute you dive. Fucking thing.
Eventually, though, all the hens were safely installed in their new houses. And Lisa had a little surprise for me.
Close your eyes and wet your hand.
Egg!
Yeah, they laid it in the crate.
Egg!
Yeah.
Egg! Does a chicken
Yes.
lay eggs out of its arse or its vagina?
Did you go to boarding school by any chance?
If I Google that, Jeff Bezos is going to worry about me.
Yes.
So, full-scale egg production was imminent. And hopefully so was the bottled spring water. Because back at the office, an important letter had arrived.